Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'll be reviewing the film A Real Pain from the 2024 New York Film Festival. A Real Pain is directed and written by Jesse Eisenberg and stars Kieran Culkin, Jesse Eisenberg, Will Sharp, Daniel Oreskes, and Lisa Sadovy. This is a Real Pain movie review and there will be spoilers. If you like our movie reviews, please like this A Real Pain film review and subscribe. Once subscribed, click the bell notification box to be instantly notified of new reviews. Please also consider supporting us through a channel membership or by becoming one of our patrons on Patreon at patreon.com/FilmBook. And now, the A Real Pain movie review. The seemingly ageless and ever uptight, at least in 99% of his film roles, Jesse Eisenberg's new film, A Real Pain, makes a clear and concise case on why we should all take him seriously as a writer-director. This sophomore swing from Eisenberg flexes serious muscle both artistically and emotionally, and it takes the viewer on a ride through grief, family history, and Poland without ever holding our hands and dragging us along. Eisenberg's feature-length directorial debut came in 2022 with When You Finish Saving the World. Perhaps it's because I wasn't reviewing films at the time, but admittedly, it was a movie that flew under my radar. Regardless of how well that film fared, there is certainly no sophomore slumping here with this second picture. A Real Pain centers around two estranged cousins, David Eisenberg in an all-too-classic role for him, and Benji, the insanely endearing Kieran Culkin, as they embark on a Holocaust trip through Poland. It was a trip planned by their recently deceased grandmother, who wanted the two, once attached at the hip cousins, to explore the roots of their family lineage. David is a Brooklyn professional type who sells online ad banners and has a loving wife and child, while Benji lives in Binghamton and has weed shipped to their hotel in Poland so they can get stoned along the way. Both lead roles are tailor-made to these actors' strengths. For anyone familiar with Jesse Eisenberg's work, there is built-in familiarity with David. The way he cuts his phrases fast and short, keeping all his stress pent up in his scarecrow-like shoulders. Whether Eisenberg is fighting zombies, developing a social media platform, or exploring his Jewish family lineage in Poland, his uptight and obsessive-compulsive characters always deliver the goods, and he does again here. Their Holocaust trip is filled out with a wonderful supporting cast who are along on their own personal journeys. It was awesome to see Jennifer Grey back on the big screen as the newly divorced Marisha, and Kurt Egyowan, who turns in a dynamite performance as Iloge, an African refugee who converted to Judaism on his own. The relationship between our two leads and the rest of their travel group is developed well in a brief amount of time. They come across as human beings before movie characters, and in a film that deals with weighty topics like A Real Pain does, it helps ground it emotionally. Eisenberg's eye is strong behind the camera, never trying to do too much. You get the sense that he has a real understanding of filmmaking as a whole, the way the characters serve the script, the way the script serves the screen, and the way the audience interacts with all three. It's a credit to him as an artist to be able to weave it all together while starring in the film as well. You get the sense that working with filmmakers like Noah Baumbach and David Fincher taught Eisenberg a few things. Bits of comedy are peppered through the film, mostly from the mouth of cousin Benji. It works most of the time, but I did find moments where Culkin's performance as the stoner dude was almost too brash and bordered on unreality. That comes down to scripting, because his performance and delivery are spot on, but at times he comes off as being too over the top. It plays well against the stiff-as-brick David, but it was a bit try-hard at times. A Real Pain does a stand-up job on an artistic and emotional level. Families are complicated and history is scary, but Eisenberg wields both with a steady hand to deliver a hell of a sophomore film. And that brings us to the conclusion of this A Real Pain movie review. I would love to hear your thoughts on it below in the comments section. If you liked what you heard during this review, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please also visit and subscribe to our podcast channel at FilmBook Podcast on YouTube. If you would like to get FilmBook's articles delivered to your inbox, sign up for our daily newsletter or download our Android FilmBook app for instant notifications. You'll find links to both in the description and on our website, FilmBook. That's film-book.com. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you next time.